to show you this time how to play those shortcut chords. So you should have learned these chords in your first lesson last week. So these are the shortcut one finger C chord and G chord. So we're going to start with the G chord. We're going to press one finger right here on the 3rd fret of the high E string, the high Eddie string. So Eddie 8 dynamite, goodbye Eddie. So on this spot right here, 1, 2, 3 frets up, we're on the littlest string right there. So we're going to press that with our index finger, and we're going to strum this time 3 strings. We're going to play the goodbye Eddie strings, okay? So goodbye Eddie. So these 3. I'm going to strum them all together. So with a soft strum, okay, so the pick is loose in my fingers. It's not gripped, it's super loose. Almost, if it was very much looser, I just might drop it, right? So I'm not holding it very tight. So I find the goodbye string, goodbye Eddie, and I'm just going to go like this and drag the pick lightly across those 3 strings. If you're getting a noise like this, that means you're not pressing hard enough with this finger. Here's an important thing to notice. Right, so I bumped the camera. See how there's a lot of space here? If you're having a hard time getting good leverage, make sure you're really pressing these 2 fingers kind of together with the guitar neck in the middle, right? So you're just pressing these 2 together. You should get a good noise like that. It's always a good idea when you learn a new chord to check to make sure all of the notes work. So we can play good, bye, and that's not Eddie anymore because we changed the letter, but all 3 notes should work. If you're getting this, that means this string isn't being pressed against this metal wire. It needs to sit right on top of there. If it doesn't sit on there solid, it'll make that kind of noise, or that kind of noise if you're not in the right part of the fret. So remember to stay up there close to the fret wire, fret number 1, 2, 3, without going over. It's just like coloring. You don't want to go over the line, because then you get that thumpy noise again. So right next to it without going over. There you go. That's a G chord. Okay, the next chord's a little bit trickier because you have to hold this note down, which is on the bye string, goodbye Eddie, at the 1st fret, but you can't touch the other 2 strings. You can't touch good and you can't touch Eddie. So we should have that kind of a noise. So again, this is really important. If my fingers are laid like this finger is going to touch this string and it's going to sound like that. So if you get this noise, that's because this finger isn't steep enough. So raise it so it's on the very tippy tip of its finger. And you get that noise, and that's what we want. So at first, that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to make all 3 notes ring because you have to press this one down kind of hard without touching the other one. So the tendency is for people to squish it this way. But you have to not. You have to try to do it this way, right? So make a circle, the OK sign, and really make sure that that finger stands up steep so it doesn't touch this string. All right? Okay. Take your time with that. It's not going to be easy at first, but that's okay. You'll be able to do it. You just have to do it a little bit every day and just do it in short chunks. Just do 5 minutes several times a day. You don't have to sit there for 30 minutes, but you should spend 30 minutes if you can. Just pick it up for a few minutes throughout the day, a few different times, and practice switching those chords. That's the G, that's the C. If you get a good noise, then you can practice strumming the chords. All right, well, we'll go over that in another video. But for now, just try to get good noises. Don't get frustrated. It's hard at first, and that's okay. It was hard for me. It just took a bunch of practice. So take your time, and you'll get there. We'll see you next time.